Good afternoon and welcome to Jasper High School Baseball here on WJTS 18. It's the first of two this afternoon, the Jasper Invitational. The Wildcats square off with the Columbus East Olympians here in Game 1 in either Central or Cathedral. In our second game this afternoon, the Wildcats are 10-0 on the season. They got washed out midway through their game with Washington on Thursday. They'll pick that up next week, although right here at Gutgsell Field. Meanwhile, the Columbus East Olympians check in on the season at 8-3. The Wildcats will go with Mark Giesler on the mound tonight. The Wildcat ace is 3-0 on the season with a perfect 0 ERA. Peyton Gray goes for East. He is 1-2 with a 1.58 ERA.
Well, I tell you what, it's a little cooler day today, but boy, you couldn't ask for more beautiful weather. This is just gorgeous out here.
Especially when you start at 10:30 with the bad weather we've been having. The 0-2 spins plateward outside corner, and Edwards will take a seat. Painted the outside black. Strikeout number 1 for Mark Giesler. He was 1 for 2 with a run scored in the game with the Princeton Tigers. A 4-2 win out here at Gutgsell Field the other night in the last home game. Hollis hits it to Edwards at third. It played him. So it's an error on the third baseman, Edwards, and the Wildcats have a 2-out base runner. Edwards kind of let that one play him, and especially here at Gutgsell with this nice plush grass, better come and get it, and that's an error, and Kluesner bat here with 2 away. 3-2, here it is. And Wildcats get a base runner, their second. The other one reached on an error earlier, first walk given up by Stallwood. And that's important, those guys in the bottom of the order get in there and turn that lineup around a bit, and turn it over, I should say, and get back to the top.
First 4 batters struck out, but now we're starting to see opportunities here. So Devin getting his chance here. Right? He's going to bump one down.
Stallwood bunts it, makes a mistake, pops it up, but it'll do the job. Very fortunate it was up the first base line when he popped that bunt up, but nevertheless, sacrifice successful.
And the one thing with breaking ball pitchers, if they start losing command of it, that's going to give us a lot of opportunities. But so far, he's just been dead on with it.
2-1. Moore chops it foul at the plate. Well, they're going to call catcher's interference.
I think it's what it was.
Catcher's interference. Must have got part of the glove as the guy swung his bat, and the catcher saying, not doing anything I normally don't do. He's appealing out to the base umpire to see if they got a better look.
I'd say the plate umpire is right behind you.
And
you're going to hear it.
Usually lose those arguments.
Yeah.
Catcher's interference, and that'll bring Gobert up to the plate with first and second. 2-1 offering. Forthcoming, here it is, the Gobert. Lined into second base, going to drop, and they boot it. And here comes Schneider trying to score. We're tied at 1. He avoids the tag, and everybody will move up 90. Well, when that left the bat, I thought it was going to be looped into right field, but it kind of just died, and the second baseman played it on a hop and then couldn't negotiate the spin on it.
Yeah, it did. It had a funky spin to it. Again, hitting that curveball right there. The ball's going to go in all kinds of different directions, but wasn't able to make that play. Schneider alertly, as we said, very aggressive on the base pass. Got an opportunity there, scored the run, and ball gets away from the catcher, so now we're looking at second and third.
Moore at third, Gobert at second. Ball 4 and the bases are full.
I don't think he wanted any part of Geese in that situation.
Just kind of neat. I mean, you're tied to baseball still, and you see guys that helped you like the game and teach you how to play the game at the park every day, so that's cool. Now this one gets back to the screen. Cats are going to take a 2-1 lead on a wild pitch, and, you run the dangers. We talked about the catcher digging stuff out of the dirt with a breaking ball pitcher, and that time he just couldn't corral it. 2-2 offering plateward. Hit on the ground. Alice behind the bag at third will step and throw. Dug out by Spencer Otto. That's an air saver right there.
It's an air saver, but boy, Alice just had to really get aggressive on that play as it was close to the bag, and hey, you got to come up gunning. So great job by him to get it over there first of all, but yeah, for Otto to be a very trustworthy first baseman and be able to handle a throw like that. I noticed that.
The
Little League games, there's no doubt.
Well, they've seen a lot of ball. Breaking ball inside corner. They dropped it in on him, and it's a big strikeout for Mark Giesler. And if you play your cards right, you may not have to deal with him the rest of the game.
Free hot dogs.
The 1-2. Call third strike. Nice pitch by Giesler.
That's a great location on that pitch.
Threw it right down at his knees.
The rocket.
Big swing, and sometimes you got to dial it down a little bit against that breaking ball.
You need to get a bat on the ball there, and he does, and drives it to right field. Tough one for the right fielder. He cannot handle it. The ball pops out of his glove, and Gutgsell looks like he's going to be standing on second base. We'll see if they call it an error or a double.
Had to go a long way for it, and it just glanced off his glove.
What's the official call over there? I'm looking at my brother.
Well,
I know what I would call, but it's an E9. And he got his glove right on it. What do you think, Kurt?
Well, I think he should have made the catch too, but
yeah.
Again, the coaches will change.
Oh, look at this.
Down the
left deep. Oh, now that was an outstanding play by the left fielder.
Well, that
Harping just got there.
That just supports your claim for the other one to be an error.
Yeah.
Degree of difficulty.
Exactly, because I think it was an easier play for the right fielder, Curry. So, breaking ball, Alice, tough play. Pitcher can't come up with it. And there's no play for the shortstop as he fires over to third trying to get Alice, Gutgsell was off the bag, but nice hustle there by Alice to get on base. Strike in.
And Alice
curveball
goes to second.
Well, at least he gets him good scoring position there with just one out.
And with that strikeout, kind of relaxes the defense a bit.
Schneider, though, fists one out there. It's going to be a tough one for the shortstop. Drops in for a base hit. 2 runs will come across. So Gutgsell's in. Alice is in easily. Throw down to second base. Schneider's down head first. It gets wide, and it's out in the center field. Schneider does not realize it right away, but he will stay there on second base. So a nice piece of hitting there by Craig Schneider.
Not bad.
Gutgsell looks, delivers, and a curveball. Nice one. As the hitter, Yates Burkhardt, not able to get to it. So Gutgsell pitches right out there, and great job by Kluesner to gather that in as it was hit right there in the right center spot, and looked like it could have dropped, but does not. And the Cats finish things off with a big win over Columbus East.